A phone call interrupted the laughter. James excused himself to take the call. Nick, what is it? And don't forget that I need answers as to why you did not join us for dinner when I told you to. Sir, that's exactly the reason I called. Right after your department, I got a call from Detective Johnson. I had to go there immediately. He told me that the girls should be ready for the court day scheduled for Friday at 2 p.m. Also, a prosecutor wants to talk to them first. While Nick was still talking, James's phone received another incoming call. When he saw who it was, he felt annoyed. It was from Jocelyn. Then he thought to himself, her father must have told her about the earlier business discussion. I need to get her on my side, just in case. Then decided to talk to her. Still, on the phone, Nick was waiting for James to respond to what he had told him. But James didn't give any response, but approved. All right, Nick, I get it. But let's talk about it tomorrow morning. Tell the driver to get ready now. I am heading out. He hung up on Nick and accepted Jocelyn's call. Hey, Joss, can you give me 5 minutes? I am about to end a business meeting. It's okay, honey. I will wait for you. Just 5 minutes. James hung up on her too and went back to the table without sitting. So guys, I have an important call to make. I am sorry. I will have to go first. Order anything you want, and I can't thank you enough for this dinner. I haven't had this kind of dinner in years. It was just like in college. Thank you for making me feel fresh again. And Maggie, I know this started because of you. You're such a wonderful lady. I will ask Nick to send you a present just to thank you for making this dinner lively. John spoke on the team's behalf. We also didn't expect this dinner to be this cheerful. Thank you for your generosity and your dedication to making sure your employees are fine. Only, thanks is all we can do for now. James was waiting for Olga to speak, but she seemed hesitant. Olga, realizing that everyone was expecting her to say something, smiled shyly. Thank you all for making this dinner for me. My team is great in all corners, and I appreciate your love. And Mr. Hawkins, you're a great example of an excellent leader. Thank you for this place, the meal, and all the experiences we have had today. I want to tell you all that I appreciate it so much. With applause, James bid goodnight to the team and went out. He was happy. He had to humble himself just to make Olga feel relaxed when he was around. That was his first step to getting her closer and earning points. His goal was achieved. Now Olga didn't seem to be afraid of him. Meanwhile, at the table, Jack saw that James had already disappeared from the restaurant. Wow. What I saw here is the opposite of what I expected. Can you believe this, guys? Was that the ruthless Mr. James Hawkins, or was it his shadow? John, who had proposed earlier that they should go to another place to enjoy themselves after dinner with James, sighed. I think we don't need another dinner after this. I said that because I thought this dinner would be boring. Since we enjoyed it, let's order something else and then we call it a day. Tomorrow is another day. Maggie wanted the dinner to continue, but she had this elegance in her. Guys, Mr. James said that we should order whatever we want. But considering where we are, we can't act cheap. Let's order a bottle of wine and share it. And I think we don't need to get drunk when we have work tomorrow. Owen agreed with Maggie. You're right. I would like to thank you, Maggie. Having enjoyed this dinner was all because of you. You have a way of making a conversation engaging. You weren't even afraid of James. You were asking him questions which made us all feel free. Yeah, I loved this, Maggie, Jack said. He looked at Olga, then at Maggie. You guys are best friends and roommates, but you are different. Olga is calm and innocent, while Maggie, you look cheerful and troublesome. How do you guys manage to live together and have no issues? The conversation continued as Anna took a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon and refilled everyone's glass. Well, me and Olga do complete each other. She's like that, but I have never felt empty or lonely when she's around. We've known each other since childhood, and now we're still together. So you don't have to be alike to become friends. All you need is to understand each other. I can't imagine some people think that we're siblings. Wow. That's the true meaning of friendship. I am jealous of you guys. Maggie, I am the genius of the team, and for that reason, I have the power to add someone to the group. From now on, I will announce you as a part of our team. Though we don't work together, you'll be joining whenever we're having team-building activities, dinners, or parties. Well, Jack, thank you for welcoming me, and congratulations on being the genius of the team. But I hate to say this, since my Orga is here, you're not the most genius anymore. The whole team burst out in laughter. The team continued their conversation until the bottle was finished. John stood up to tell the team that it was time to go home and rest. Guys, we've enjoyed ourselves. Now it's time to go home and rest. Don't be late for work tomorrow. I will be waiting in the office at 6:30 a.m. What? It's already 1 a.m.? Jack complained. Yes, that's why I am telling you not to waste any more time and go home. Now let's find a way to send our beautiful ladies home. It's already late. Owen, without hesitation, agreed to do it. Ladies, let's go home. It's late. He stood up and got the car keys ready to leave the restaurant. Owen was driving, taking a glance at Orga, who was dozing in the back seat of the car through the rearview mirror. Maggie noticed it. Don't worry, Owen, she's fine. She's just not used to drinking alcohol. But after a deep sleep, she'll be all fine. Owen nodded and kept driving, but he couldn't shake off the feeling that James was cheerful because of Orga. If he likes her, I should let go because trying to be with her would be like chasing the wind, which is hard to catch. I can't win. They entered the neighborhood, and the car stopped directly at their apartment, as per the address Maggie gave him. Owen was surprised to find out that those beauties lived in a cheap neighborhood. He thought to himself, they might have gone through a lot. The two appreciated Owen's help. Orga, in a small voice, murmured, Owen, this means a lot. Drive safely. Good night. These few words made him realize how much he wanted her to be his, but he had to take it slow. Good night, beautiful Orga. See you at work tomorrow. Then he drove off. The besties had a lot to talk about, but they were tired. Orga wanted to tell Maggie about what she found out about their Mr. Savior and his boss, James Hawkins. And Maggie also wanted to tell her about her new meeting with the CEO of Kingstart Entertainment, Mr. Ronald McDonald. But they were a little tipsy, and no one had the effort to make a conversation. They entered their apartment, each heading to her room. Orga said with her eyes closed, heading to her room. Good night, girl. See you in the morning, baby girl. Sleep tight, Maggie responded.